Well, hello there everybody. A lot of people have been asking me to try out the campaign here in Ultimate General Civil War, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. We're going to go ahead, and as you can see, we've always dreamed of becoming a military officer like our father. We've got a destiny we need to fulfill, and we're going to fill it. So, I'm actually going to take...
This government cannot endure permanent
Logistician,
half-slave
Infantry,
and half-free.
and I think we'll go for business, actually. In this case, I'm going to join the Union guys as a brigadier general. In fact, I'm going to, you know what, a lot of people have been having trouble with this. I'm going to go to colonel. How about that? And we're going to go ahead, enter my name, and I'm just going to put Agrippa Maxentius, of course. Why not? It seems fair to me. Well, guys, we're going to jump in here. All right, guys, here we are in Phillippi. I hope your main objective is don't forget the railway station. Now, we're starting as a very low-ranked general. I think just a one-star general, and we're not given too much to work with here. Now, there's supposedly skirmishers on the way to this town, but this is one of the first engagements of the actual war, and during this engagement, there weren't actually many people killed. Now, if you guys take a look here, I'm using the more panoramic view here, so let me know if you guys prefer this or the top-down view that I was using before, and we're going to go ahead and start moving our boys in the woods. Of course, I like to approach the town from up here on the hill. We've got definitely a height advantage, and that's going to help us big time. Old Agrippa Maxentius is lumbering along. Now, I'm probably going to send him over here. I don't want him to start engaging, and I'm almost certain there are enemy skirmishers along the ridge. It's just a perfect place to put enemy skirmishers. And I'm leaving on the tooltip so that you guys can pause and learn some about the game as well. I'm by no means an expert at this game, but I'm also trying to learn as much as I can to be as good as I can, play as well as I can in these campaigns. Remember, guys, if we lose a general here, we lose him for good. We've got some generals underneath us, or some commanders underneath us, like Zook. But if these guys go down, they go down for good. They don't get to come back. There's no second chances here. And whatever we go to the next battle with, that's what we're stuck with. So there's definitely a lot of people have been saying they can't get past the second mission in the campaign. I don't blame them. It's tough. It's not easy. So we're going to see if we can break the deadlock and beat the enemy here. We're, of course, going to engage those skirmishers, see if Agrippa can get up there and give them some morale. Come on, boys. How can they shoot at you first? You should be ashamed of yourselves. Well, they're really pulling back. Come on. Okay, I'm actually going to send Zook up here. I want him to run, but I know better at this point, especially since we're very far from the town, so we shouldn't be in any position to rush. Open fire. Look at that. We got skirmishers down below as well. Thank goodness we didn't take this path, because they'd be firing at us from above, below. These guys are really pulling back quite effectively. Finally, we got a volley off. I don't want you to stop, Schaefer. Keep chasing him. I think once we get this infantry brigade over here, just imagine, guys, being a commander or a general and only being able to, this is basically all you can command. Now, this is still 1,000 men, or a little more than 1,000 men, so still quite a lot of men that this guy is commanding, that Agrippa is commanding. But whether or not he can lead the men to victory and beat the skirmishers ahead of him is another question. We do want to eventually get over here to Phillippi. It's across a river, and I think we want to hit both of those bridges, because I'm sure they're going to have one of them locked down, if not both of them. Oh, lull in the fighting. Move up. It's safe, Agrippa. Move up. Look at me with my little gray mustache, Poirot. You don't really get to select your avatar. I'm sure that'll come eventually. So I have 1,318 men total. Nice shot, Zook. Okay, guys. So obviously a lot of different things come into play when you're firing. In this case, we have the wood advantage. You know, we're covered in the woods. The enemy can't really... They can shoot at us, but they're not going to get the best shots off, obviously. And this gives us an opportunity to really take advantage. Now, I'm not sure if these guys can fire down this crevasse, but I'm going to try. Come on, Stockton. What's this? Oh, we've got some reinforcements, guys. Bristow is here. And he's just a cavalry unit, but you know what? He can make quite a lot of difference, especially since he can cut off these skirmishers, make it a little easier for us to see them. And it looks like Schaefer's definitely firing on Hexamer, but Stockton is just sitting around, so we're going to move him up. Hexamer might, look at that. Yep, sure enough, some of his men are coming this way. This tends to happen. We'll go ahead. Don't really need to charge, but we'll just get over here. And with the rest of these guys, I'm going to start setting up guys across from the town. One of the things I love is the ability to just select my units, and go ahead and move into position. We should be arriving from 2 separate locations here, and I think that's enough to get a victory. Think being the operative word. Schaefer, Bristow. Make sure Sill we don't have to deal with Sill later. Come on. Well, these guys can definitely be a problem later, so we want to try to do as much damage to them as we can. I'm going to go ahead and charge with the cavalry. It's really no better time to charge with a cavalry unit than when you've got skirmishers on the run. So let's see if they can. They might not be able to. Come on, Bristow. Alright, at least he's firing into the enemy's flank. And look at this, guys. The enemy is holding this area. McHenry is holding it. So I'm going to get the infantry here, but I really want these cannons in place, and I want them as close to that area as possible. But up here, we've actually got a nice little bit of hill. And the hill is going to be a lot more useful. So let me get these guys up here, as well as our cannons, of course. Look at that. Sill is on the run. Go ahead and just open fire on him. It looks like, yep, they are going to chase him down. Beautiful. Look at that, guys. Oh, we may have taken him prisoner. I certainly don't see any numbers on Sill. He may have just totally given up, which is great. So let's move up our skirmishers. I've learned in this game, especially, guys, you have to be very, very careful with the movements you make. You've got to make almost no mistakes at all, or else you lose too many men and you can't continue. So we're going to move up Schaefer. We're going to move a few of these guys up, and I'm going to start opening fire on McHenry. But I really want to fire at him with the cannons first. That's my goal. So right now, Scales and Woods are going to soften up the target before we move in. Just basic battlefield logic here. And then we'll attack from 2 different locations. And I'm going to send Loomis and Walton up here to the north. I think that's probably a good idea. Those damn cannons, fire! Nice. Don't worry about civilian casualties. We'll sort that out later. It's going to happen. There's a lot of people in this town. I wonder if they evacuate the town before the battle. I'm sure that's probably something that was pretty standard. Alright, so I'm curious what's in these woods. We haven't tried going here before, so I'm going to send Walton through these woods. Who knows? Maybe we can get a surprise attack on the enemy from here. I might send Loomis up as well. Just basically thinking outside the box a little bit. And I could send the skirmishers up to get some pot shots off. Remember, these guys are in the buildings. It's pretty hard to dislodge them, so anything we do here, got to be very, very careful. Where are you, Agrippa? Get your ass here. I know you're afraid of gunshots, but for goodness sake, show some respect. Alright, there we go. Nice. So you see, Schaefer's just going to fire, then he's going to pull back. He's still taking some shots, though. Going to have him go back for one more volley. I don't know if you guys also notice how quickly the skirmishers reload their guns. That's another huge bonus about this unit. There we go. Keep softening them up. I'm going to soften them up. Keep it up, boys. Might send Bristow in for a nice little volley. And maybe we could start moving forward with Zook and the rest of these guys, but I think I want to be careful. So far, all of our commanders are still alive. That's good to know. Look at that. I'm starting to talk with a southern accent. We're leading Federals. Although I'm sure that a lot of Federals did have southern accents, especially folks from West Virginia, you know, a few other states where there were definitely northern sympathizers. Let's move over here. Well, there are northern sympathizers and southern sympathizers just about everywhere. Alright, guys, so we are going to go ahead. I'm just going to get on the edge of those woods, because I want to see what's on the other side. It's really hard to see out of these woods, obviously. It's pretty deep cover, and we're going to get right up close if we want to see anything. Alright, let's go. Get him again, boys. Another fire, another shot. Another volley, I was going to say. Before I butchered that sentence. Alright, I actually feel pretty comfortable sending Zook in now. So, we're going to send him in. He's not going to run. He's just going to slowly march. And yeah, you might be thinking, what the hell are you doing? Slowly marching towards a fortified location. In this case, I think we can take these guys out very soon. Otherwise, I wouldn't try this. You can see that their numbers are dropping very quickly. Alright, look at that. Root is on the other side. It looks like he's got some defense. We're going to go ahead and engage Root, guys, with Walton, and we're moving Loomis up as well. Remember the actual Battle of Phillippi? It was quite rare to actually see, to actually have any casualties. I think that end casualty count was 14 Confederates dead, 7 Union dead. Obviously, we're going to beat that substantially, so let's see how it goes. But these guys do have cover, so that's something we have to watch out for. We're in open territory right now. All right, there we go. McHenry's getting out. I don't think he's feeling very confident about his position. No, I don't want you to charge. Just frickin' shoot, damn it. Zook! Should have loaded your weapons before you got here. What's wrong with you? There we go. There we go. Nice hit on McHenry. And, of course, we've got Walton and Loomis firing en route. But I want Loomis in this tree cover. Or else, what the hell is the point of even having him out here on the field? Keep firing. You really got to keep telling the skirmishers to fire, or else they don't seem to really do much. Alright, I'm going to move Woods up here. It's a bit of a risky move because we're not going to be able to shoot for a while. But I think it's the right thing to do. Can't forget our supply wagons either, guys. And I think Zook's in a decent position here in the cornfield. I can't tell for sure if this is a good cover area. We can see here, yeah, he's got 49% cover from the cornfield or the wheat field, which is pretty good. So he is getting some decent cover, but of course the enemy, being in a town, probably beats us all in cover. Get Bristow up there for another volley. I could try to charge here, honestly. But with the Union, I tend to like to take my time. They seem to perform best that way. Alright, you know what? Scales, help them, for God's sake. Woods, fire en route. And at this point, we could also charge across and take Root out. I think with these two brigades, let's see if they're tired. They seem to be okay. Their condition is decent. And it looks like if they're standing still, that condition is slowly going up, which is a really good thing. Nice! Oh, devastating shot there by Scales. Scales is one of my best artillerists. I really don't want to lose him. I remember when I did the first look video, we lost him, unfortunately. He died during the battle. We don't want that to happen this time. Keep up the fire. See, that defensive cover that Root has is really good. Keep it up, boys. I don't want Agrippa to get too close here, because we could lose our commander and then it's all over. Zook's going to send a volley. Nice! Keep it up. Bristow with a volley. Try again. These guys reload so damn quickly. They can keep this up for a while. Boom! So Root's getting pretty weak. I think at about 500 I'd be tempted to go ahead and try a charge. We really want to have like 3-to-1 odds if we're going to attempt any sort of charge against the enemy. Yes, McHenry's taking serious shots from Scales. Keep it up, man. If only you could shoot a little faster. His numbers are going down very slowly. Alright, I think it's time to do what we should have done before. We're going to charge. We'll even charge with the skirmishers. And I don't recommend charging with skirmishers, but in this situation, it actually might be okay. Bring Schaefer up, maybe help take or dislodge Root over here. And we're going to take Scales now and put him over here. I'm really kind of ignoring that side of the bridge, but we're probably going to have to pay attention to it pretty soon. Alright, Bristow. We might as well assist here. Oh, I hope the enemy surrenders. We could get a surrendered enemy here. Look at how quickly his forces are going down. Our guys are just butchering them in the streets with bayonets. Major Leroy Bristow is killed. That sucks, guys. Bristow died. He is the commander of the cavalry, of course, and that's really unfortunate. So, a lucky shot, or maybe just a lucky bayonet strike from one of McHenry's men, and that's the end of that guy, unfortunately. Keep it up, Schaefer. Alright, nice, guys. McHenry's definitely running. I don't really know if I want to follow him, so I might have to stop these guys right here. Keep it up, keep it up. They really don't want to stop fighting. I think this is what I'm going to do. Just start setting up on the other side of the bridge. Right now we've got 2 guns firing at Root. So I think it's pretty easy to say that he's in a world of shit. We've got to make our move soon, guys. Don't forget, if you're enjoying these battles, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already done that. Every little bit helps, and I can't stress that enough. Really wish we had hit Davies instead of Burns. We could still try to hit Davies with the skirmishers. Come on, Zook. And also with Bristow's unit. I'm sure his men are desperate for some revenge. And look at how potholed the city is. We really bombed the hell out of it. Or not the city, the town. It's not looking good. It's seen better days. Nice. I don't think Burns is coming back, and if he is, 65 for 63 men in this case is really not going to put much of a dent in our forces. So we're going to focus our attention on Law, and we do have that town cover with Zook. I'm amazed he can fire at this distance. That's very surprising. Oh, Burns is back. Look at that son of a bitch. You see, this is the problem with the Confederates. They make you think that they're retreating, and then within seconds, they're back for more. So we're going to go ahead and deal with this. Fire at Burns. Alright, at some point, I think Root's going to take off. We might not even have to charge this position, guys, because his unit is destroyed, really. With a few more cannon shots, they're going to be totally broken. And even with Law's cover, we're getting some good shots with Zook. Thank goodness we've got a competent general here, or competent commander. 230 kills and 70 deaths. Pretty good odds. Actually, I'm going to try to fire at Davies, the artillerist. Bring Bristow up, and actually I should have had Agrippa up here. I'm really trying to keep him safe. I'm trying to treat him like myself, but I think I'd be a little braver than this. I'd definitely be up here in town trying to coordinate some orders. So there we go, Root's taken off, and we could definitely probably cross the bridge at this point. In fact, that's exactly what we're going to do. And hopefully he will not engage us while we're doing that, which is why I'm going to send the skirmisher unit across really quickly. This is definitely a time where we are very vulnerable to a total volley of fire to destroy us. Alright, at this point I'm going to focus Wood's attention and Scales' attention on Law's position over here on the barricades. See if we can't soften that up a bit. Bristow, get up here. You may not have a commander, but damn it, you're going to fight. There we go, Schaefer's out here. We could actually put Schaefer over here in this defensive location. Putting a skirmisher in a defensive location like this is not necessarily the best idea, but we're going to try it out. We may even be able to steal that enemy supply truck, or supply wagon. I know somebody's going to say, there weren't trucks back then, Agrippa. It happens every time. Yes, I know. I know there weren't trucks back then. Okay, there we go. Ammo's low, so wait a minute. Where is our damn ammo cart? We had an ammo cart. Don't tell me we freaking lost it. I would be so annoyed. Okay, there it is. Beautiful. So we're going to bring the supply cart up here, get some ammunition to our cannon units, and it's probably very, very likely that our men are going to need some ammunition soon as well. So we're going to move Walton over here to assist with Law. And actually, I will have him run. I don't like having them run, but in this one instance, I'll do it. Come on. Look at that. Schaefer's in the building, firing. I love it. So actually, skirmishers in buildings, so it's like having a bunch of snipers in these buildings. It might actually work out a lot better than I anticipated. They're doing pretty well against Root right now. Okay, here we go. Walton should be able to shoot at Law very soon. Come on, son. Do your part for the Union. Union secured Phillippi. That's what we needed to do. And it's still contested until we get all of the enemy units out of this place, so we're going to keep on firing. Eventually we will try to cross the bridge. Bring Stockton forward. He needs ammunition as well. Now, these guys have got their supplies, so I'm going to move over here. See, I told you these guys were going to need ammunition. I had a feeling that was going to happen. We definitely can't lose our ammo cart for the next round, or else we're going to lose, without a doubt. We need that constant supply, and if we don't get it, nothing good can happen. I'm going to try to actually send the cavalry Bristow through to take Davies out. I think I could probably charge across and wipe him out. Bristow's already in a pretty piss-poor situation, so I figure it can't get much worse. Let's go ahead. Slowly running out of ammo. Charge, Bristow! Set him up over here. Loomis. And I'm also going to bring... Wait, where's that damn ammo card? Okay, it's on the way. The supply card. Holy shit, where did you guys come from? Burns! He's trying to get back across with his men. But it's too late. Oh, that's great. Look at that. Look at that, guys. We got Confederates right there. They're going to actually probably get in between our men. We might have to bayonet these guys. Move across, Zook. Stockton, keep firing. Got plenty of bullets left. Alright, so Loomis is going to be firing from the defensive area here. The thing is, he's actually in front or behind cover, or in front of cover. So it would be cool if you could sort of alternate from behind or in front of the barrels here. Not a game changer, but definitely something I'd like to see added. Oh, law, you sumbitch. Oh, there we go, guys. Wow, we got to the next part of the battle. That was interesting. So, it looks like the town is secured and the rebels are determined to retake it. We prepared some entrenchments to stop the assault. And apparently an armored car is coming on the way, and they're also sending reinforcements, guys. So we've got to hold Phillippi in our next video, and I hope we can do it. We're also supposed to receive reinforcements within the hour, but as you know, that doesn't always occur. So I hope you guys are ready to watch another part of this battle. I hope you enjoyed the first. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, share the video with your friends, and let's try to get this strategy channel way up there in the top 10 strategy channels on YouTube. That's my goal. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have an awesome day.